This video is a review of the topics for the Unit 0 quiz. So in number 1, we want to simplify each expression. We have negative 18 divided by negative 3. When you have two negatives that divide, we get a positive. So this would be 6. In number 2, we have 18 minus negative 2. When you have two negatives in a row, it's really a positive. So we really have 18 plus 2, which is 20. In number 3, we have 20 minus the quantity 1 minus 8. Based on order of operations using PEMDAS, we would do our parentheses first. So 1 minus 8 is negative 7. So we have 20 minus negative 7. Again, two negatives in a row means that we would have an adding. So 20 plus 7 is 27. In number 4, we have 4 plus 3 times 4 squared. There are no parentheses, but there is an exponent, so that's going to be our first step. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. So we have 4 plus 3 times 16. Next, we want to look for any multiplication or division. We have a multiplication. 3 times 16 is 48. So we have 4 plus 48, which gets us 52. In number 5, we have 5 times 2 minus 10 times 3. Based on order of operations, our first thing is going to be the multiplication. So I'm going to do the one on the left first. 5 times 2 is 10 minus 10 times 3. Now, some of us might want to subtract here, but remember we still have a multiplication that we need to take care of. So 10 times 3 is 30. So we have 10 minus 30, which is negative 20. In number 6, we have parentheses 100 minus 50 divided by 2 times 10. So parentheses is our first step. 10 minus 50 is 50 divided by 2 times 10. Next, we have multiplication and division. Remember, if they are in the same problem, that we have to go from left to right. So first, we're going to do the division. 50 divided by 2 is 25. And then we're going to multiply by 10 to get 250. In number 7, we have parenthesis 100 minus 92 squared divided by 8 times 3. So 100 minus 92 is 8. So we have 8 squared divided by 8 times 3. Our next step is the exponent. So 8 squared is 8 times 8, which is 64, divided by 8 times 3. Just like in the last problem, we're going to do division first because that comes first from right to left. So when we divide by 8, we go back to 8 times 3, which is 24. In number 8, we have 3 times 4 plus 12 minus 6 divided by 2. So our first step is multiplication. So we have 12 plus 12 minus 6 divided by 2. Our next step from left to right is the division. 6 divided by 2 is 3, so we have 12 plus 12 minus 3. Our next step when we have the 12 plus 12 gets us 24, so 24 minus 3 gets us 21. In number 9, we have 9 times 5 plus 18 divided by 3 minus 2. So there's no parentheses or exponents. Our first step is going to be to multiply. 45 plus 18 divided by 3 minus 2. We are still in that third step of PEMDAS because we also have division. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. So we have 45 plus 6 minus 2. 45 plus 6 is 51. Minus 2 gets us 49. In menu math, we are given an order and we need to use the menu math values to figure out how much the order would cost. So in number 10, we have 3H plus F. Well, H could stand for hot dogs and F could stand for fries. So they got 3 hot dogs at $3 plus a French fry at $2.75. So first we're going to multiply the 3 times the $3, and that gets us $9 plus $2.75 for the fries. So their total is going to be $11.75. In number 2, in number 11, there are 2 identical orders for C, F, and P. So they got 2 chili hot dogs, fries, and pops. So we have 2 times the chili dog is $4.50, the fries are $2.75, and the pop is $1.25. So first what we're going to do in order of operations is add what's in the parentheses. So $4.50 plus $2.75 plus $1.25, and that's going to get us $8.50. So when we multiply by 2, the total is going to be $17. In number 12, the temperature on Monday is -2. The temperature on Tuesday is 14. What is the change in temperature? So we went from -2 to 14 degrees. So we know it's an increase, so we can cross out B and D already. So I'm going to do 14 minus -2. So our change was 16 degrees. In 13, evaluate the following when x is -2. So we're going to take the -2 value and put it in place of x for each of these. So in letter A, we have 10 minus parenthesis -2. 2 negatives in a row make a positive, so we have 10 plus 2, which gets us 12. In B, we have 4 times -2 squared minus 10. -2 squared is 4, so we have 4 times 4 minus 10. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 10 gets us 6. And in C, we have -2 squared minus 11. So -2 squared is 4. 4 minus 11 gets us -7. Simplify using distributive property and or combining like terms. So in number 14, this is a distributive property because it has the parentheses. We are multiplying both terms by 1/2. So 1/2 times x is just 1/2 x. 1/2 times -4 is -2. In 15, when we're combining like terms, remember that it needs to be the same variable to the same exponent. So we have x squared and x squared. 8 squared minus x squared is 7x squared. We have -12x plus 5x, which is -7x. We have 19y plus 7, which is plus 26. We're going to skip 16, and we're going to move to number 17. So number 17, what is touching the parentheses is that negative sign. So we are going to distribute this negative sign. So we have 10x minus 4x plus 8. When we combine like terms, there are 2 terms that are x's. So 10x minus 4x gets us 6x. The plus 8 doesn't have anything to combine with, so it stays plus 8. In 18, we are going to distribute this -6. So we have 3x plus 6x minus 12. We are going to combine our x's, so 3x plus 6x is 9x. Again, the constant doesn't have anything to combine with, so we're going to say -12. In 19, when we distribute, we are distributing a 4x. So we have 12x squared plus 8x squared, because the x's multiplied together to increase, minus 20x plus 9 minus 11x. So when we go to combine like terms, we have 2x squared terms. 12x plus 8x is 20x squared. We have 2x terms. -20x minus 11x is -31x. And then the 9 has nothing to combine with, so it stays as plus 9.